Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Teal. I had this channel a long time ago. It's been about 6 years now since this channel has come back to life. I used to use this channel as a music channel when I was trying to go in that direction. Since then, I have grown up, I have gotten engaged, I've gotten a full-time job as an accounting supervisor, an accountant, and so now I wanted to just come back on and do a lifestyle channel for you guys. Beauty, health, music, all kinds of different things. I really hope to be able to do more videos for you guys. Today's video is kind of an everyday makeup look. I don't really wear makeup every single day, but if I do and it's something that I want to do quick and easy and simple, or not so much makeup, I will go to this look. So, and then I also have my hair in a bun. That's just how I have my hair every single day. So if you do want to know how I achieved this everyday makeup look, please stay tuned, keep watching, and please subscribe, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I hope to be making more videos for you guys soon. Okay, so I first start by prepping my skin. So I'm gonna use a moisturizer first. I take really any moisturizer. I have really oily skin. Typically I use the Tarte Drink of H2O moisturizer. That one doesn't really leave me very oily, which I love. But lately I have been using the, can you guys see this? I don't know how to, this is my first time, guys, bear with me. So I use the Juvenile anti-aging skin cream. I recently joined a business called Juvenile and I absolutely love all the products that they have to offer. So I've been using the anti-aging cream. I have oily skin, like I said, and so, you know, I try to find a moisturizer that doesn't make me really oily. So this one has been absolutely amazing. It's super lightweight, smells really clean, not too strong of a smell. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the anti-aging cream by Juvenile. Small little pump there. So just go ahead and prep my skin. It's really important to have a really good facial skincare regimen because you really want your makeup to apply flawlessly. And so when you don't have a good skincare system, it's not really gonna turn out like how you want it to. So I'll probably be making a skincare routine video very soon, but this is kind of how I start off. So I'll go ahead, put the moisturizer. All right, so now that I did my moisturizer, I'm gonna go ahead and do a primer. So I love the YSL primer. I really don't know how to do this, you guys. Is it focusing? I love this primer because I have oily skin. I really feel like this doesn't make my skin oily. It has cute little shimmers in there too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little pump like that. And then put this all over my face. I've been using this this primer for a really long time, for a few years now, and it's usually my go-to. I also like the Too Faced Prime and Poreless primer as well. That one's really good for oily skin, I feel like, for my personal preference. I always go over my lips too, just to like hydrate it, you know? All right. Okay, so now that I did my moisturizer, I did my primer, I'm gonna go in, so this is an everyday makeup look. So I typically go in with the MAC Studio Face and Body foundation. It's super lightweight. It's a very natural, very natural look. So it's not full coverage at all. You can keep building it up, but it's really not gonna get anywhere. It's very light, which I like. For everyday use because I don't want to feel heavy on my skin. I don't want it to, you know, I just want it to be lightweight and something I can use every single day. So MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. So I'm just gonna put it on the back of my arm like this, a little bit like that. Okay, don't mind me. This is my first time doing this. So if I'm looking up, it's because I have a screen that I can see, and I know I'm supposed to be looking here, so bear with me. So I go in with the, it's dirty, I know, but I use it only on myself, so it's fine. I'm gonna wash it later. But I use the Morphe X Jeffree Star foundation brush. I love this brush. It's super, super dense. I think that's the word. Super compact like that, so I'm able to apply the foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that everywhere first. I'm just gonna take a little bit more. Sometimes I put it directly on my face like this. Sometimes I put it on the back of my hand. Just depends. So I'm gonna go ahead and buff this all out. Also, sometimes I do my eyebrows before I start my face. Sometimes I do it after. I really don't have an order. It really just depends what I grab first. So I did my face first, and then I'll go ahead and do my brows. So for those who are not in Hawaii, I'm from Hawaii if you don't know. We're in coronavirus quarantine. Not really quarantine, we're open. We're slowly starting to open up the economy, but a lot of our salons were closed for a really long time. And so I was not able to do, I don't know how to do my brows on my own. I have friends who know how, but I really don't know how. I have to go somewhere and do it. But I had to wait almost 4 months to be able to do my brows. So I finally did it. So stoked. I feel so much better, so much cleaner. All right, so now that I use the brush to put my foundation on, I also go in with a beauty sponge. So you can either use a beauty blender. This is the Morphe one. I love both. I'm gonna take this one and just start blending everything together with a beauty sponge. The Morphe one is very, very inexpensive, which is what I love, and it does the same job. But the beauty blender was definitely, and don't mind it, it's dirty, I know. I only use it on my face, so it's fine. But yeah, the beauty blender is definitely a little bit more pricey. This Morphe one does the exact same job, and it's way cheaper, so I love that. It also comes with like a flat side, and then you can also use the round side too. So I kind of use both. All right, so now that I have my foundation on, so I mean, you can see that, you can kind of tell that I have foundation on, but you can definitely still see my skin through the foundation, which is what I like for an everyday makeup look, because it doesn't make you look like you're wearing a lot of makeup when you kind of are. Okay, so next, and use the NARS Creamy Concealer. I absolutely love this concealer. It's one that I always go back to after trying other concealers. I did recently do an Ulta shopping spree, and I purchased the e.l.f. Concealers. I heard really good things about it, so I'll probably do like a first impressions for you guys, just to let you know how the e.l.f. one is. But anytime I try a different concealer, I always go back to the NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. I'm in Custard. Sometimes I use Macadamia. If I'm in the sun a little bit more than normal, I'll use Macadamia to shade a little bit darker, but I'll go in with Custard. Probably gonna need a refill soon. So I'll just go and take it under my eye. Gonna do a couple of swipes in my eyes. Then I'll go down the bridge of my nose. I'll also put some right here on my chin, and then a little bit on my forehead. I kind of have a big forehead, so I don't really want to accentuate it that much, but I do put it on my forehead. All right, so now I'm gonna go back in. Actually, I lied. So sometimes I use a beauty blender, and then sometimes I use this flat brush. Sometimes I use this flathead brush by Sephora, just to even it out a little bit and distribute it everywhere, and then I'll go back in with the beauty blender. Sorry, I keep forgetting that I need to look here and not here. I'll get used to it, I promise, but as long as you guys see the makeup look, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Sephora flathead brush like this. Pack it on everywhere. You wanna make sure it's like in a V, like this. So you can highlight these areas. And then I will cover up the top of my eye. Since it is a little uneven tone, so I'll just make everything seamless above my eye as well. Okay, and then same thing on the other side. Okay, so now I'm gonna blend out the forehead, the nose, and the chin. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with the beauty blender and just buff it all out, make sure it's all blended. There's no harsh lines from the brush. All right, so now that I have the concealer on, I'm gonna bake just for a little bit. Well, not a little bit. I'm just gonna bake until I'm done with everything else on my face. So I'm gonna go in with the Cover FX setting powder. Here we go. I'm gonna go in with the Cover FX setting powder. Looks like this. Translucent. I don't use any other color. I just use translucent. And then I'll take a little bit on the blender and then put it right underneath the eye where we did the concealer. I just take a little bit. I don't want to pack it on too much. Super, super light. A little bit on the forehead. A little bit down here. Okay. So while that is baking, I'm going to go ahead and do my bronzer, my contour. So I like to use the Hoola bronzer. You already know, one of the best bronzers out there. I'm gonna use the MAC 1, I wanna say 68. Yikes, I don't know. But it's a angled brush like that. A little bit, tap off the excess. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do my cheeks. Okay, and I'm gonna go in on the forehead because I got a big forehead. Okay, a little bit under the chin area. For beginners, typically we do it like a 3 kind of thing, you know? So like this. And then like this. That's how I learned when I first learned how to do makeup. But what we're doing is we're just carving out the cheeks. So that is what we are doing here. All right, and then I take the very side of the brush and I tap it like this. And then I go in and contour my nose just a little bit. using the side of the brush. Okay, and then I'll take this other side and then carve out this side. You can also use an eyeshadow brush, something like these eyeshadow brushes, and then you'll just go like this. But I just use all at one, 2-in-1, you know. So I'm just gonna go and then just use the very side of the brush, and then under my nose, like that. She looks snatched. Okay, so then I am also gonna carve out the bottom of where I put the bronzer. So I take the Cover FX translucent powder again. I take this very flat top of the Morphe sponge, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and dab it like that so it's at the very edge of the Morphe sponge. And then I'm going to go right underneath like this, and then same thing on the other side. This is to give more definition on your cheekbones, for your cheeks, like that. So I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit, and then now I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. So I use the Benefit brow pencil, precisely my brow pencil. I love this one. I also love the Anastasia one as well. They're both awesome. I really don't have a preference, but I typically go towards the Benefit one more. I love that they came, so I'm in shade 3.5. I love that they came out with half color. Sorry guys, my camera just died on me. I love that they came out with half colors because the 3 was a little bit too light for me. The 4 is a little bit darker than I would like. So I love that they came out with 3.5, which I'm a 3.5. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw in my brows. I am not a professional at brows whatsoever, so this is just how I do it. So that's kind of how I do my brows. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, and then I'll be right back. All right, everyone, now that I'm back from doing my brows, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off all of the setting powder that was on my face that was baking. I typically use a brush like this. This one is the MAC 107, just to easily dust it off and blend at the same time. So I still like to blend everything while I am taking off all of the setting powder. You can never blend too much, I think. So I just want everything to melt together. So that's why I use this type of brush, so I can blend everything out. All right, so now that I brushed off all of the excess, I'm gonna go ahead and do my, why did I just forget the word? My blush. I'm gonna do blush. So I have 2, maybe 3. Actually, I have 3 blushes that I really like and I use all the time. If I can find the other one. Okay, so I have 3 brushes. I have 3 blushes that I really, really like. So the first one is by Sigma. It's Corderosa Aura Powder. I'll show you what this looks like. I love very orangey undertones when it comes. You guys, I keep forgetting to look here. Please don't. Okay. So I really like anything that's an orangey undertone for a blush. I'm not really like a pinky type person. I like the more orange tone. So this one is Corderosa by Sigma. I love that one. This one is really my go-to. This one is Melba by MAC. I love, love, love Melba. I've been using Melba for a very, very long time. And then I recently just discovered Gingerly by MAC as well. So I love any of them. Melba, Gingerly, Corderosa. It really doesn't matter. Whichever one is near me, I will typically use that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and use, I think I'm gonna do Melba today. So I'm gonna do Melba. Okay, so I'm gonna use another angled flat brush, similar to the one that I used to carve out my cheeks. So I'm gonna use the Sigma F40. That's what this one is. Take a little bit like that. Tap off the excess. And then I'm gonna go on the cheeks. This. So I don't really have defined, you know, like cheeks, you know what I mean? So I kind of go up like this towards my temples. And then I also kind of brush it on what would be the apples of my cheeks when I don't really have any apples. Right there. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other side. And then I also swipe some a little over the nose to give me that sun-kissed look. So I'll just swipe it over my nose. Okay, so now that the blush is done, I'm gonna go in with a highlighter. One of my favorite highlighters is by Dose of Colors, and it's the Katie X Desi collection. If I can find it. I swear I keep losing. Oh, here we go. So this is the Katie X Desi highlighter by Dose of Colors. It's called Fuego. I love this as an everyday highlighter color. I also really love, where is it? And I also really love Soft and Gentle by MAC as an everyday highlighter as well. So I'm gonna go in with the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie collection in Fuego. I'm gonna take the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter brush, dab that in. I'm gonna go up above my cheekbone, like that. I don't think it's like a BAM kind of highlighter, which is why I love it, but you can still tell I got some highlight on. So that's what I love about this highlighter. And I just go right on my cheekbone, just like that. Then I'll go down the bridge of my nose, and then a little bit on my nose like that. A little bit on my cheek. And then any excess I'll kind of highlight above here as well. Okay, so now that we have the face pretty much done, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face. Okay, so I love the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist Spray. And then I saw that they have a mattifying continuous mist spray, but I swear all the ones I bought, like, they don't spray good. Okay, now it wants to spray good. Typically, it's really thick and doesn't really do like a spray. It's kind of like it drips down, but now it wants to be good for the camera. And I just bought me a new one because this one was working good. But anyways, I'm gonna go in with the mattifying continuous setting mist spray because I do have oily skin, so I like to be more matte, but I try to do a little bit of highlight using my actual highlighters. So I'm gonna go in with this one, but I love this one as well. Both of them are really good. Okay, so I'm gonna spray my face. kind of felt the thickness that I was talking about earlier. All right, so after I spray my face, all is well. Now I'm going to do, I like to do the setting spray before I do my mascara and all that, so like nothing is running and all that good stuff. All right, sorry guys, my camera just died, so I had to charge it up a little bit. So I don't know if I'm in the same position or not, but it'll do. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyelashes. So I like to curl my eyelashes with the MAC curler. This is still the best eyelash curler, I think, on the market right now. It doesn't like pull on my lashes. It doesn't hurt when I try to clump it. I still think this is one of the best eyelash curlers out there. If you have a suggestion as to which one you think is better, let me know. But this one hands down is my favorite. So I'm just gonna clump it, and then I kind of like pulse at it a little bit, and I wait about, I don't know, 15 to 20 seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, so now that I curled my lashes, I'm gonna use the YSL The Shock mascara. I like this mascara to lengthen my lashes. I actually go back and forth between this mascara and the Fenty Beauty mascara. They both work very similar. Alright, so now that I have my lashes all curled at the top, I'm going to curl my bottom lashes using the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. I love this for bottom lashes because it's super thin and long, and perfect for the bottom lashes. All right, so now that I have my bottom lashes on, lastly, I'm gonna be doing the lips. So my favorite lip combo of all time, so my favorite lip liner of all time is a MAC Strip Down. This liner is literally my most favorite liner of all time. I just realized I use a lot of MAC stuff today. I'm not really like a big MAC shopper, but here we are. Okay, so MAC liner Strip Down. I kind of like to fill it in. Like that. And then lastly, I will go in and use the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in the color Christmas Cookie. I love this to top it off. I love this lip combo. It's this kind of color right here, see that? And I'll just put it in the middle of my lips. Like that. And then I'll take some kind of like flat brush like this and just blend it out. Just like that, you guys. I love this lip combo. It's like one of my favorites ever. Alright, I ended up just going back to my normal everyday hairdo that I do, since this is an everyday look. So I just put it up in a tita bun. For those who are not from Hawaii, a tita bun is just a bun, a top knot type of bun on your head. This is kind of how I am every single day, with a bun on my head, and I just call it a day. But I really hope you guys love this video, my everyday makeup look, my everyday hair look. If you guys did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'll be sure to be posting more videos every week, hopefully, crossing fingers, and bring this channel back to life because it's been so long since I've done videos on this channel. It used to be a music channel, but now I'm trying to go in a different direction, do a lifestyle channel for you guys, everyday type of things, you know? So I really hope you guys loved it, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.